Oh yeah. What's up everybody, it's good to be with you again. It's Richard here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a 25mm RTA by Geekvape. And just before I go on, I just want to say thank you very much Geekvape for sending this my way for the purpose of this review. Much appreciated. You know, Geekvape has definitely carved out a name for themselves as a company that produces high quality devices, and not only that, you know, it's like they're constantly having our best interest in mind. And every time they come up with a new device, you know, they're probably questioning themselves, what do I want as a vapor? And you know what? They've proved it with their 22mm Griffin RTA, which was very popular, the avocado dripper style RTA, and the tsunami RDA. In fact, for the tsunami RDA, I have a lot of fellow Malaysians who has been asking me where to get one. You are in luck, because they sent me a couple of the tsunami RDAs in black, which I'm going to be giving out to fellow Malaysians, so it's for Malaysia only. Sorry guys, in other parts of the world, because we don't have very many reviewers here in Malaysia. Just a couple of us, me, myself, Timmy Chin, and I think there's another guy who does reviews as well. But anyway, I got a couple of this. All you got to do is just put a comment, put an X one, and I know I owe you a lot of backdated prices. Please, 1,000 apologies. I will send them out to you, including these as well, okay? Which will happen in about, you know, a week or two. Promise. Okay, anyway, now, I think they've just released another winner right here. This bad boy is awesome, I tell you. I'm going to take another vape. And it sits perfectly on my Snow Wolf. Anyway, for those of you who's been asking for a 25mm tank, they heard you. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the 25mm Griffin RTA by Geekvape. So the Griffin 25mm RTA gives you two options. Okay, you could either choose to buy it with or without the top airflow system. They both come in the same box like that, this jewel case. But what you got to really take note of, if you don't want it with the top airflow system, at the bottom here it says standard, and for the top airflow it says top airflow. So choose the right one. Okay, the 25mm and the 22mm Griffin RTA is the same in terms of design, and the main difference of course would be the diameter of the tank. Obviously, duh. One is 25, one is 22mm. Anyway, whatever else is different with the tanks, we'll check it out in the close-ups. We'll do a comparison, okay? The 25mm version also allows you the option of single or dual coil. So that means now you can have a single build or a dual coil build, okay? It comes with a single coil adapter. And news is that, or at least what I was told, which you won't see in my box anyway, because mine is sent to reviewers for review. But the retail version of the Griffin 25mm kit will include a ceramic block for the Griffin 22mm. Okay, so for those of you who's already bought the 22mm diameter version, you can use the single coil adapter for that, and I'm very certain that you can use it for this as well, because the size of the deck is just very different, slightly tad different in size. I'm sure you can use it. Okay, again, we'll check it out in the close-ups. Okay, that's what I've been told, at least. The other thing is much bigger tank capacity, again obviously, because according to the print on the box, what I'm a little bit confused is that the box says it'll hold 6.5 ml of e-liquid. I went to their website, and the website says it holds 6.2 ml of e-liquid. Now, which is which? And the fact that, can it actually fill up 6.5 or 6.2 ml of e-liquid? We will find out. We'll fill up the tank and see if it will take 6.2 or 6.5 ml of e-liquid. Okay, apart from that, top fill method, just like the 22mm Griffin, and also top airflow that allows air to go straight down to your coil and back up again, okay, to give you better flavor and also more vapor. It's got a slightly bigger deck size, just slightly compared to the 22mm Griffin. Okay, tell you what, let's go for close-ups right now. Come back, we'll vape on it, we'll talk about it some more, and I'll leave you with my thoughts. Catch you later. Both versions right here. You've got the top airflow system, and this is the standard version. So it comes in a dual case like that. As you can see on top here, you've got a device on the left, and over here Geekvape's logo, product features, and over here graphic of the RTA that shows you how the top airflow system works. Griffin 25, and you've got the logo here, and it says here top airflow. Okay, so for the standard version it says standard at the bottom there. So on the sides here, Griffin logo, Geekvape, and mine says free sample. This is for reviewers. Underneath, material this kit contains, and also you've got your scratch and check authenticity, and also Geekvape's logo and made in China certification logos as well. So we're gonna have a look at both these devices, and we're gonna open up this one. I'm going to show you this one first. This is the standard version without the top airflow. Same thing, and once you open up the top here, you have the device right here, taking a look. So this is the 25mm version, which is exactly the same as the Griffin tank in terms of design. So everything's the same, 25mm, and it's supposed to hold 6.2 or 6.5 ml of e-liquid, which we'll find out afterwards when we pump in some juice. All right, this is the top airflow version. As you can see, the top airflow here, you've got your Cyclops style kind of airflow on top there, and it says Geekvape. You've got the logo inside as well, Griffin font logo here. This is your airflow. Now it's got the clock clicking airflow, they call it. So basically it clicks every time you turn it, and it locks. All right, unclick, click. So that's how it is. And same thing. Oh, just open this up, and you have one of these screwdrivers, which is really handy. And you have a bag of spares over here, which I'm going to pull out. Your bag of spares contains spare O-rings in different colors. So for those of you who likes to mix and match with your mod, you can actually have a look at it. And in there you've got the single coil adapter right there, as you can see in here, single coil adapter, and a couple of grub screws, a lot of O-rings there. They thought about everything, just in case you need to make replacements. All right, over here there's also another spare single coil adapter as well. All right, so I'm just gonna put this aside, and you've got a spare silica glass. This is frosted, and this is clear, so you have an option. Some of you might like the frosted version, so you can change it if you'd like to. This is the clear version. I prefer the clear version. So one is the standard version here, same logo markings. This one is the one with the top airflow system. And putting side by side, this is the 22mm version. So this is definitely slimmer in terms of size, with a drip tip here, a whiteboard drip tip. And this is how you work your top airflow. So airflow actually goes inside. I think I've explained to you before, all the way down to the shaft, hit your coil, comes back out from the center shaft and back to your mouth, right? So you unscrew this anti-clockwise, and that's your fill port right there. And we'll just do a quick comparison. I'm going to switch it back and forth. That's the size of the 22mm, and that's the size of your 25mm fill port. Way bigger. 1mm difference. One is 4 and one is 3 in terms of the size here, the height. This is 3, this is 4. Fill port, and you can also open up the chimney as well, which has got my coils in it. Please excuse the coil with the cotton there. And I'm going to open up the other version here so that you can have a better look at it. Same thing Also drip tip, okay, push it back. The standard version, top fill, underneath that is the same thing as the 22 millimeters, and unscrew it anti-clockwise, it opens up like that. You've got your juice holes there, juice control, your juice channels. So this is identical with this one as well, the top airflow system. Alright, and that's your velocity deck there. I'm just going to zoom in closer for you. That's your velocity deck there, and it comes with, as usual, the same set of post screws, stainless steel 316 at 55 to 58 HRC by 1200 degrees Celsius, nitrogen surface treated. And it also has a peak insulator on the positive post here, and the raw material is actually made in the USA for the peak insulators. The deck size for this 25mm RTA is 16.6 millimeters from what I've measured, and for the 22 millimeters the deck size is actually 16 millimeters, so the difference is 0.6 millimeters. Everything remains the same as the 22 millimeter diameter tank. The size of these air holes, okay, the 25 millimeter is 3.6 by 5 millimeter, and this one is 2.9 by 5 millimeters. And apart from that, you have your juice channels. I'm just going to put this back. Okay, so the juice channels is 6 millimeters from side to side here. From this side all the way up to this side, that's 6 millimeters. And whereas for the 22 millimeter version, it's 5 millimeters. So this is slightly bigger, as you can see, wider I should say, in terms of the size of the juice channels. And the Cyclops airflow, just comparing it with the 22 millimeter version here. The top airflow, let's have a look at the top airflow right now. Between the 22 millimeter and the 25, it's the same, okay? Same size, 1.5 by 6 millimeters in length. You've got your post screws here, post holes. Post holes are the same size compared to the 22 millimeters as well. And now having a look at the tank section here, that's your chimney shaft going down. As you can see, this is for the top airflow and this is for the standard version. So there's a difference actually if you see inside. I'm just going to try and see if you can see that when you bring the light. You see there's a little space here, that's for the air from the top coming down here, hit your coil and back into the center shaft here. There's a little space here, whereas this one doesn't have that space, it's just one hole here. Comes off like that, same as the 22 millimeter version as well. You have your glass tank, Silica Glass Tank, which is much stronger than Pyrex Glass Tank. You've got these silicone rings to prevent leaking, Griffin engraved there, your juice holes. So let's put it back together again, and we're going to try and fill it up. I'm going to try and get 6.5 ml on my syringe here. Okay, so I've got about 6.5 here, and we'll see if we can, top up all the way to the top here. Nope, I don't think so. Max is probably 5.5. I've got a millimeter left inside. You get about 5.5 ml, and that's about it. That's the Griffin tank for you. We'll get back topside, we'll vape on it, we'll talk some more. Alright, so welcome back to FaceTime, guys, and my thoughts on the 25 millimeter Griffin tank. Before we go on, just let me get one vape out of this. Oh yeah. Time to round things up. You know, I've been using it, and I must admit, it's one hell of a tank, I tell you. I mean, you got tons of airflow. Whether you open up or you close up, or you know, close it slightly, the top airflow there, it really doesn't matter, because it's not going to affect the flavor. You still get very, very good flavor out of this. Okay, vapor production, another excuse to take a vape. Need I say more? Dual Clapton coil, that's what I have in here. 6.5 reps, coming up to about 0.35 ohms. Sweet. Alright, so pretty good vapor production as well. Juice capacity, I don't know. Maybe not 6.5 or 6.2 ml, but I'm good with whatever it is in there, you know. As long as it's more than 5 ml of your favorite e-liquid, I'm not complaining. Definitely not. And so apart from that, pricing and where to get one. Okay, I got hold of the first name that popped up on Google, and Vape Royalty is retailing this for $38.99 US, but I've seen other places as well, they're going for around $39.99. But I also saw Mike Vape's video on that. I think Everzon is going for something like $36 US or something. I think they're cheapest around. Anyway, the options available will be in black and also the stainless steel version. Should be coming in soon enough for Malaysia, so guys, just hang in there and have a cup of teh tarik for you. Just chill out. It will be here in no time, I'm sure. This is one awesome tank. I absolutely can't find a con to this. Well, at least for the stainless steel version that I'm using right now. I mean, they didn't send me the black one, sad to say. I love black. Anyway, to conclude, Geekvape has done it again. Okay, this is one badass tank. So Geekvape, 2 thumbs up for you. All right, and that's it for me, I suppose, with the 25mm Griffin RTA. One more vape, we'll call it a wrap. Oh yeah. So until I talk to you again, thank you so much for watching again, and also thank you for your support. Hasta la vista, I'll be back. Take care guys, have a nice one. God bless, bye for now.